Everybody, yes, something some of you might find interesting. Apologies for my brilliant artwork, but as we ought to know, all of us ought to know, that you should never dry fire a .22, because .22 is rimfire, and the firing pin strikes on the edge of the cartridge over there, and the priming compound is in that fold and then ignites it. And when you dry fire it and you don't have a case in there, the firing pin actually strikes that corner of the chamber, and it can actually it beats that metal away, and then you end up with a little indentation there. Sometimes you get the metal flowing into the chamber, leading to feeding issues, and you also end up with a kind of a light strike, where instead of those two parts of the case being compressed by the primer when it strikes it, it rolls that into that indentation that's been caused by the firing pin hitting it. Also can also wear off the firing pin. So the firing pin is relatively easy to replace or repair. You can replace that. In the past, I've trimmed the firing pins back down, and I've alleviated metal at the back, but to repair that is difficult. Anyway, I found this little device, and I thought I'll share it because a lot of .22s can be saved with this. This is just it's not a reamer. It's a kind of a plug. It's on a taper, and it's got a flat. It's hardened steel. It's got a flat section, so you'll insert that into the chamber, and there's different ways of doing it. You know, I'll put it on a little T-handle like that. So you'll put it into the chamber with a flat at your little indentation that's formed there. You oil it up, and then you kind of iron out that indentation until you got it back round, and you kind of forcing that metal that flowed into the chamber. You're forcing it back out to kind of repair that damage. Very, very interesting. There's different ways you can mount it on a hex drive like this. It's also threaded on the inside, so you can put a cleaning rod through there and run it with a cleaning rod, or depending on what the gun is, you can also use that side with a female adapter, and you can do it through the barrel, so you can pull it through the barrel or push the rod through, screw this on, and then work it through. Anyway, this thing's it's not cheap. It's about $30 for this, but I mean, you use it over and over and over. Very, very, very interesting little tool. Ironing out a 22 chamber or .22 chamber that's been damaged by dry firing. So you got the little, call it a reamer or a tungsten ironing tip. Oil that up on the back of a T-handle. Get it into the chamber. If I can see what I'm doing around the camera, and yeah, just apply light pressure and keep going until there's no more resistance. And there you go. So what's happening is that that little flat on that I don't know, call it a die, I don't know, irons out the burr on the inside of the chamber that was formed by the firing pin. Cheers guys, stay safe.